Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. How are you doing? I hope your evening is going well. So more stories coming out of our Eagles camp, and right now it's a full squad. The two players that were initially unavailable have now reportedly arrived camp. That's Stanley Nwabali and rest assured that Omar Sadiq. So it's a full camp, and actually right now they should be doing their first official training because as I said in the last video, it was slated for 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So obviously they should be in the thick of things right now. But again, there are some interesting things that happened. For example, the likes of debutant Gabriel Osho, actually spoke with NFF's TV where he uh, talked about the feeling it was for him to represent Nigerian Super Eagles. Of course, it was supposed to be a few months ago, but injury didn't allow him to come through during that period. But right now, he has expressed his joy to join the rest of the players and, look forward to this game against Benin Republic.
My name is Gabriel Osho, defender for ROHR and the Super Eagles. Both my parents were born in Lagos. Baoni guys, I'm happy to be here. I've been, invited before, but I couldn't come because of injury and one or two other things. But when this time came and everything kind of aligned, I was just so grateful to God that the time to finally come and I could join up with the team. I'll just work as hard as I can, and I think that's what the fans can expect from every single player here. As long as everyone works as hard as they can, everyone's talented enough to be here. So it's now just applying that and the work ethic. So that's what I plan to give, just as much hard work and everything I can for the shirt. All you have to do is look at the front line. You see the name and all the players that are here and the players that couldn't be selected in the squad this time. I mean, the country's full of talented players. So it's very competitive. To get a call up like this is, as I said, it's a great honor for me because I know there are so many other great players from Nigeria that aren't here at the moment.
So you heard the man. He says, "I feel so happy that he gets the privilege to be called up, despite the fact that we have lots of defenders, on ground." He feels very lucky to have made that trip. Of course, big kudos to his mother, who has always been there with him, supporting him and helping him, throughout his career, throughout his journey. This man is regarded as a mommy's boy, if you don't know. So good to have him, in camp with the rest of the guys. But moving beyond that update, guys, let's talk about Stanley Nwabali. He, of course, joined late in camp today. But aside from his joining with the guys, there's also some speculation about his future right now. There's an emerging report right now that's claiming that Stanley Nwabali is, actually on the brink of agreeing a deal that's going to take him to Europe from next transfer market. That's this January transfer window. And from the look of things, it seems that a Norwegian club side by the name Molde, and then the Belgian clubs, Union Saint Galloise, former club of Victor Boniface. These two clubs are actually looking about the possibility of signing Stanley Nwabali from Chippa United of South Africa and bring him to Europe. And the report, based on the salary, is massive. Is looking at around maybe 15 million naira salary, for that one. So it could happen. For me personally, I felt that, with everything that he did during the African Cup of Nations, I felt he would have by now gotten a big club, a very big move, over to Europe. But it's not the same for everyone. You're obviously going to wait for your turn, but this might be it for the man. This January. But again, I have some interesting stories also regarding Victor Osimhen, the man that's currently getting all the rave at the moment. Of course, Victor Osimhen has also joined the guys. He came with the afternoon set of guys that arrived. But also, there's been some claims right now from former Besiktas star, who has now accused Victor Osimhen of using a mask that has magnet. I don't know if he's serious with this accusation or maybe he's just trying to play around. But it seems very serious, with this interview about this situation. He claims that Osimhen's mask has some sort of magnet that that makes it that magnets the ball to him, so that he everywhere he goes, he attracts the ball and then he scores the goals very very easily, just like a monster. In his word, he actually refers to him as a monster, in terms of goal scoring. But again, this is what happens when you score, when you come into a new league and you start to perform and you're not showing any sign of stopping. So I think that's that's the reason why he's been getting all these uh, accusations. Of course, if you're not doing something good, then nobody will be talking about you. So it shows that he's definitely doing something good. And Osimhen, for the record, has scored 6 goals and had 2 assists in 6 matches. In the league, the Turkish Super League, which is really really nice. It's up there. As a matter of fact, he is now the leading goal scorer in all competition for Galatasaray. He's now topped his friend and teammate Mario Icardi, who held the record previously. But his goal over the weekend surpassed Mario Icardi for that one. But again, let's move on, guys, and let me inform you that the Benin Republic head coach, that's Coach General, has something else to say, regarding this game that we will play against his team on Thursday. And Coach General has now, revealed that he knows the weakness of the Nigerian Super Eagles heading into this game. Uh, for him, he feels that Nigerian Super Eagles might just have a weakness in their defense. That's what he has now claimed. Though he notes that the team is a really really strong squad, that they are almost impenetrable, but that the Nigeria's back seems to be lacking in defense. And this is where he's looking to exploit. And he said that for this reason he had one of his players. He had to call one of his players called Lenny Piringuel, who's been doing really well with his club side recently. So he said the reason for him to call this guy was because he needed him to come and exploit the perceived defensive weaknesses that the Super Eagles has, in his own opinion. So that's what he said right now. Of course, we have a few defenders who went on injuries, Emi Ajayi and Olisanda. So I might understand why he is saying that we have issues in the defensive area. But all the best to him. Let him try and then see if it's a weakness or not. Again, we just hold our opinions and then wait for that day to come, and we'll see what plays out. But I definitely know that it's going to be a tough encounter for both teams. Nigeria obviously is top dog for that one, and then Benin Republic is the underdog. But anything can happen, of course. Right? It's all about who wants it more at the end of the day. Who puts in the bigger work. But that's the update, guys. Thank you for watching. React to any of the stories. Subscribe to the channel, guys, and stay tuned for more stories.